You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Larry here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you out on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions, Chester's Path. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up. And let's go... There we go, okay. I ordered the same burrito I had during my last visit. This time I take Daryl's advice and order it in a bowl with chips on the side. After some deliberation, Trent found a burrito bowl that worked for him. We paid at the register, retrieved our food and drinks, and returned to my selected table to start eating. He pokes around his bowl with a fork. So why do they call this a burrito bowl? Isn't it just a salad? It contains rice, beans, lettuce, salsa, chicken, and some queso. You could call it a salad if you wanted. Probably some kind of marketing thing, I guess. I imagine customers don't want to come to some Southwest restaurant so they can order a salad, you know? I guess, but why does that matter? When the customer buys a product, they can clearly see it's just a salad. Why call it something else? Are you not happy with what you got? I'm not unhappy. I just thought it was going to be something special since it was called a burrito bowl, not a salad. After a few more pokes, he takes a couple bites. He keeps going back for more forkfuls. Following Daryl's example, I take a chip and dip it into my bowl and shovel the ensemble into my mouth. I gotta admit, Lion was right. This is great. We chew in silence for a few moments before Trent brings up the next topic. So, I had a good time at the gym with the gym. It was nice being the teacher instead of the student for once. Yeah, it went better than expected. Glad you had fun too. Would you want to do it again sometime? Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm still getting my bearings around this place. I don't know if I want to commit to anything, you know? I'm sure you're busy. I don't want to waste your time if I can't commit. It's no big deal, really. I'm not busy at all nowadays. Oh, does work not keep you busy? I don't have a job right now. Oh, I'm sorry, that's gotta be rough. He gives me a perplexed look. It's not rough at all. I've never had a job. Never had a job? How the hell was he Hold up. He's never had a job, goes skiing every year, dad is a bigwig at some prestigious piano manufacturer, works out at the bougie gym, doesn't understand health insurance. Oh, fuck, it's all coming together now. I'm dealing with a rich kid here. How didn't I see this before? Maybe I'm really as oblivious as Mariah says you kind of are, Eddie. You kind of are. Never needed a job, I guess? Yeah, no, I was focused on studies until I got my master's back in May. I'm taking a few months to myself before I start working. Let me take a wild guess as to where he's going to work. Gonna work for your dad's company? Yes, actually. I'll be starting in the quality department. Figures, just gets it all given to him. Twerp. So you get to spend the next few months just kicking around since you don't have any bills to pay, huh? I deliberately make my tone as cold as ice. He directs his gaze to the floor. I guess. Yeah, fucking course. My bank account is barely 3 digits, while he never has to worry about his bill going below 6, maybe 7? I wonder how fat that trust fund is. I continue eating in silence for another minute before he breaks it again. Did I do something wrong? He speaks to me while still keeping his gaze fixed on the floor. I'm not really sure how to answer that question. I could give him a snarky response, but he seems genuinely confused. I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm really trying. His tone is desperate and borderline panicky. Trying to do what? He gestures wildly. This! I'm so bad at being social. I just talk. I try to act normal. And then I say something that makes someone upset. I never know what it was that made them upset, and I... He's speaking quite fast, and his voice cracks several times. Tears start to well up in his eyes. No, damn it, no more tears today! Whoa, hey, slow down. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at him, per se. I'm certainly frustrated at the situation I found myself in, but that's not Trent's fault. I feel like a massive jerk. I can certainly empathize with him on the social struggles. It's not right for me to make it any worse for him. He takes a few deep breaths and pulls himself together. I just feel like I'm so bad at this. Talking to other people is so hard. I shouldn't have invited you out here. Hey, it's okay. I get it. I have trouble with talking to people, too. It makes me really anxious. I don't necessarily get anxious. I just talk, and then people get upset with me, and I don't know what I did wrong. Hey, you didn't do anything wrong. Something you said just struck a nerve. I'm so sorry. Whatever it was, I won't say it again, I promise. Don't be sorry. I'm just kind of a jerk. I'm really confused. Oh, God, how do I say this without sounding like the biggest douche? You didn't say anything wrong. I just got upset when you said you've never had to work. Why did that make you upset? I had to work my ass off my entire adult life, and after all that work, I have nothing. It cost me nearly every penny I had to move here. So why didn't you get upset at me? I'm not understanding. Huh? I didn't get upset with you. I'm upset with how unfair it is. How unfair what is? I have to be blunt, don't I? I'm upset that I have to work my ass off and have nothing while you never have to work and have everything. Yeah. He stares down at his bowl in a moment of silence, poking the contents with his fork. What makes you think I have everything? Well, your family's rich, aren't they? Compared to most people, yes. I guess I didn't hide that well. Another moment of silence passes, neither of us seeming to have much of an appetite anymore. Oh, I don't have everything, you know. Well, yeah, I'm sure you don't have everything. No one can be that rich. No, not like that. There's so many immaterial things I don't have. I don't have friends like you do. Well, in all honesty, I'm not really doing great in the friend department, just saying. What about the lion? Oh, Daryl? I mean, he and I aren't really friends. I just met him on Monday. Well, he approached you at the gym and wanted to work out with you. That seems friendly to me. Second, water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's jump back into it, shall we? I guess. That's how he is, though. But he's more of an acquaintance than anything. That makes sense. That's how I feel about Chester and you right now. No offense. None taken, and likewise. So, what about that other friend you mentioned? The one you skied with? Mariah? Yeah, there's her. She and I have known each other since elementary school. We're like two peas in a pod. I don't have anyone like that. Other than some acquaintances, I just have my family. None of them really get me, though. Well, I certainly can relate to that. Mom and Dad weren't the most accepting of me when I came out. I always felt out of place among my extended family as well. So, what they don't seem to understand? What don't they seem to understand if you don't mind me asking? A lot of them still treat me like a child. They still try to coddle me and don't respect me as an adult. I definitely can relate to that. My mom was a bit of a helicopter parent. It's really bad, too. She gets nervous every time I leave the neighborhood and won't stop texting me. That's intense. Yeah, it doesn't help I'm an only child either, so I get all the attention. Oh, me too. Oh, maybe that's why our mothers are so overprotective then. Could be. There aren't any backup children in case things go wrong. He chuckles at my little joke. Yeah, no, that's definitely part of it. There's that, and there's also so much pressure to be perfect all the time. It's like your parents are only like you're your parents' only pride and joy. Yeah, and the pressure gets so overwhelming at times. Tell me about it. Trent resumes eating his meal with some renewed vigor. He seems much more comfortable now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't get to talk to anyone outside my family very often. No worries, I'm just glad to be meeting more people around town. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry I got snippy with you. It's okay. He silently pokes at his bowl for a few minutes before bringing up his next thought. So, I'm wondering if we could maybe help each other out. What do you mean? Well, since you're new around here and I don't have any friends, maybe we can use each other to branch out our social networks, if that makes sense. I think so. Like, I can introduce you to my friends and acquaintances and vice versa? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. His face lights up. Thank you. I'm really happy to have your and Chester's support. It's just hard to do this thing on my own. I feel like I've missed out on so much. Not a lot of people give me the same kind of patience you and Chester give me, so thank you for that. Yeah, no problem, I guess. At this point, I polished off my burrito bowl and my chips. Trent had only finished half of his. So, what time do you need to head back to the shop? I checked my phone. It's past 4:10. Oh, shoot, right about now, actually. I collect all my trash on my plastic tray. Hey, so thanks again for inviting me out. We should do this again sometime. His face was alight with joy upon hearing my suggestion. Definitely! I scoot out of the booth with my tray of garbage in paw. Trent gives me a quick wave. Water time? Take care! You too, text me anytime. I flashed him a quick smile before departing. I tossed my trash out and worked my way back across the street to the shop. I arrived back to find April in the same state as I left her, no signs of arson. Hey, have fun on your date? Hey, it wasn't a date. We just went to Polo's. It was something. That bad, huh? Oh, no, it was fine. It turns out he's just a lonely guy and doesn't know how to navigate life in Douglas. He and I were alike in that way. Doesn't sound like it was the worst. Also, get this. He's loaded. Yeah, just figuring that out now, Sherlock? What does that mean? How the hell did you figure it out? The dude wears nice clothes and didn't know what polos is. He's a clueless rich kid. Oh, geez, am I really that oblivious? Yeah, you kinda are. Not helping! Hey, I just tell it like it is. You're in good company, though. Pat can't get a clue half the time, either. And Daryl's even worse. Well, maybe I'll just hang around them, then. I'll be among my kind who actually understand me. For the love of God, please don't. All that stupidity orchestrated in one place might create a black hole. Well, then at least Pat will die while doing what he loves. Sucking multiple men into a hole. She tried desperately to conceal her laughter, but wasn't successful. During the lull in our conversation, I become cognizant of the sound of a single bass guitar droning in the background. I glance back to see who it is. I immediately recognize our patron as a familiar capybara with a bass guitar in paw. Oh, hey, Cliff's here! Yeah, he stopped by after he finished his shift. He's waiting for me to get off work so he can drive over to Chester's and Dave's for practice. I fixed my focus on him as he practiced for a few moments. He's quite adept with the instrument. His left paw glided up and down glided up and down the neck in slick fluid motions as his digits danced across the fretboard. His right paw hovered over the strings as his digits there were hopping, galloping, and plucking rhythmically as he masterful. You think he's cute, right? Damn it, April, the girl even interrupts my thoughts. Well, kinda, yeah. Well, he's on the market if you ever want to make a move, just letting you know. He is? I kinda got the impression that he and Pat were. Oh no, they're not an item, they're just roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. Just roommates this whole time. That leaves me with some questions, though. Oh, well, now I'm confused. When Cliff came in yesterday, he was kind of flirty with Pat, and Pat is doing that 2:30 sharp thing. I was kind of thinking, well, they are fucking, but they're not dating. Oh. That revelation made me feel something strange. I dare say I feel some jealousy. It's not like I'm crushing on either one, but I find them both interesting, and I'd like to get to know them better. Come to think of it, I don't believe I've ever had a friend with benefits myself. It sounds quite appealing. Am I just not attractive enough for that kind of thing? What do I... Yo, are you okay? Earth Daddy. She's snapping her fingers in my face. Fucking hell, this one time I'll appreciate April interrupting me if it pulls me out of a self-deprecating episode. Oh yeah, just things are making sense now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!